Konnichiwa and welcome to another Japanese grammar lesson. In this video, we will go over the Minano Nihongo Lesson 10 grammar explanation. Here, you will learn how to construct sentences in order to identify the locations of nouns such as people and objects. So make sure to check out our vocabulary list for this lesson. If you're ready, hajimemashou. Here are the grammar points that we would learn in this lesson. The first one is how to say there is noun or noun exists. The pattern is en ga imasu. We use imasu for people or animals or anything that moves. For things that don't move, such as objects or places, we use en ga arimasu. In Lesson 9, we've learned that en ga arimasu means to have a noun or to have an object. For example, there is a man. A man is otoko no hito, followed by the particle ga, and then imasu. Otoko no hito ga imasu. Another example, there is a dog. A dog is inu, followed by the particle ga, and then imasu. Inu ga imasu. Now for objects, example, there is a big window. Using adjective and an object, we say big, which is oki. Window is mado. Oki mado ga arimasu. Oki mado ga arimasu. Another example, there is a coffee shop. Coffee shop is kisaten. Kisaten ga arimasu. Next is how to say there is noun in, at, on a place or a location. The pattern is noun, which is a place or a position, followed by the particle ni. Before we proceed, let's have a quick review of the uses of the particle ni. In Lesson 4, we've learned the particle ni is used to indicate the time. For example, rokoji ni okimasu. I'll wake up at 6. In Lesson 5, it is used to indicate the date. For example, 12月1日に送ります. I'll send it on December 1st. In Lesson 6, it is used for the verb to meet someone. 誰に会います. For example, 友達に会います. I'll meet my friend. In Lesson 7, it is used to mark the receiver of the verb あげます. 誰にあげます. For example, あなたにあげます. I'll give it to you. And also the giver of the verb もらいます. 誰にもらいます. 彼女にもらいます. To receive from her. Now let's go back to our lesson. Noun, ga imasu or arimasu. For example, there is a man over there. Over there is asoko, followed by the particle ni and our noun otoko no hito, and then ga imasu. Asoko ni otoko no hito ga imasu. Maria is at home. At home or home is uchi, followed by ni, and then our noun, which is Maria or Maria-san. Ga imasu. Uchi ni Maria-san ga imasu. For objects such as there is a TV in the room. Our place is room. 部屋 heya ni. TV is terebi. And then, ga arimasu. Heya ni terebi ga arimasu. There is a coffee shop on the second floor. Second floor is 2階. 2階に coffee shop is 喫茶店 or it could be coffee shop or katakana. And then 喫茶店 followed by が and then あります. 2階に喫茶店があります. Of course, you can make this into a question by just adding か at the end. あそこに男の人がいますか? Is there a man over there? Or うちにマリアさんがいますか? Is Maria at home? Or 部屋にテレビがありますか? Is there a TV in the room? Or 2階に喫茶店がありますか? Is there a coffee shop on the second floor? And so on. Now, when the person or the thing is unknown, or if you want to ask what or who is in, at, on a place, we use the pattern en or place, ni, dare for person or an animal, or nani for object or places, followed by ga imasu or arimasu ka. For example, who is at home? Uchi ni. Who? Dare ga imasu ka? Uchi ni dare ga imasu ka? If we want to say Maria is at home, we say Maria-san ga imasu or Maria ga imasu. Or if there is no one, we could say dare mo, and then followed by the negative form of imasu, which is imasen. Dare mo imasen. Dare mo in this sentence means no one. No one is. No one is there. Another example, what is on the second floor? The second floor is 2階. Ni. What? Nani ga arimasu ka? 2階に何がありますか? If we want to say there is a coffee shop, 喫茶店があります. Or if we want to say there is nothing, we can say 何も. So 何 plus も followed by the negative form of あります which is ありません. 何もありません. There is nothing. Next, how to say noun is in, at, on a place. So we use the pattern en wa, en place ni imasu, arimasu. Now, en is our topic. Notice that in this pattern, the particle becomes wa. En is the topic or is something that both the speaker and the listener know about. So en wa followed by our predicate, which is place ni imasu arimasu, which explains the location of our topic. For example, Mr. Garcia is in the office. Our noun or our topic is Mr. Garcia. Garcia-san wa, and then the office, 事務所にいます. Garcia さんは事務所にいます. So both the speaker and the listener know Mr. Garcia. And the speaker is explaining or saying the information that Mr. Garcia is in the office. Another example, USJ is in Osaka Prefecture. So USJ is short for Universal Studios Japan. And it is in Osaka Prefecture. So, USJ, so it's the katakana pronunciation of USJ. USJ は Osaka Ken. So, Ken is the suffix for prefecture. Followed by に あります。USJ は大阪県にあります。So again, our topic is USJ and the speaker is saying that it is in Osaka Ken. Next, the TV is in the bedroom. テレビは寝室 or you can say bedroom にあります。テレビは寝室にあります。The coffee shop is on the second floor. 喫茶店は or コーヒーショップは2階にあります。喫茶店は2階にあります。Okay, now what is the difference between the particle は and the particle が? So they are both used as a topic or subject marker in the sentence. But when do we use wa and when do we use ga? So let's take a look at this. A wa XYZ. A is the topic or what the sentence is talking about. So like I said, both the speaker and the listener are familiar with the topic. What comes after nani nani wa is the information regarding the topic. So XYZ is giving information or explaining about A. It could be another noun, an adjective, a verb, or a location. We could translate this as for A, XYZ. So here we are really focusing on the information or whatever comes after nani nani wa. On the other hand, A ga XYZ. We can translate this into it is A that is XYZ. So here, A or the subject is the focus. So in the textbook, they would usually refer to A as the topic if it's followed by wa, and if it's followed by ga, they refer to it as the subject. Let's take a look at some examples. 彼女は綺麗です. So the speaker and the listener knows her or the girl or she. And the speaker is pointing out that she is beautiful or she is pretty. So the focus is 綺麗です. On the other hand, 彼女が綺麗です. So here, if there are more than one girl that the speaker and the listener is talking about, so the speaker is pointing out that out of all the girls in there, she is the one that is pretty. 彼女が綺麗です. Another example, マリアさんは事務所にいます. So here, both speaker and listener know Maria. And the speaker is pointing out that she is in the office. So, 事務所にいます. However, マリアさんが事務所にいます. So here, the speaker is pointing out that it is Maria that is in the office. Another example, これは私のペンです. The speaker is showing that, oh, this is my pen. Maybe the speaker is holding the pen and he or she is explaining that that's his or hers. 私のペンです. So the focus is on the information that it is their pen. However, これが私のペンです. So if there are like more than one pen and the speaker is pointing out that out of all the pens there, this one right here is my pen. So it is this one that is my pen. Or it is this pen that is my pen. Another example, 犬は好きです. So here, it is saying that as for dogs, I like them. 好きです. However, 犬が好きです. It's like saying that out of all the animals, it is dogs, or it's dogs that I like. So you're focusing on the dog. 犬が好きです. Okay, so I hope that's clear, the difference between wa and ga. Now, moving on, our next pattern is how to say where is noun, in, at, or on. The pattern is en wa doko ni imasu or arimasu ka? So again, we use the particle wa because we are more focused on the information that comes after, or where our subject or our topic is. The simple way of saying doko ni imasu or arimasu ka is doko desu ka? En wa doko desu ka? Which we've learned in previous lessons. For example, where is the dog? So here we are aware of the existence of the dog, so we are more concerned of where it is. So we use en wa doko ni imasu ka? Inu wa doko ni imasu ka? Inu wa doko ni imasu ka? For example, in the box. Hako ni imasu. Hako ni imasu. Another example, where is USJ? USJ wa doko ni arimasu ka? Or USJ wa doko desu ka? If we want to say in Osaka, Osaka ken ni arimasu, or Osaka ken desu. Where is the TV? Terebi wa doko ni arimasu ka? Shinjitsu desu, or in the bedroom. Shinjitsu desu. Bedroom desu. Like I said, you can replace nani nani ni arimasu with just desu. Now, how to say en, which could be a thing, a place, or another person. Position. So we use en no position. Position could be above, below, side, inside, outside, and so on. And then you can follow that by putting ni imasu or arimasu. For example, here we have a table or teburu. So if we say above the table or on top of the table, we say teburu no ue. Teburu no ue. Or teburu no shita. Or teburu no hidari. Teburu no migi. So on top of the table, beneath or below the table, on the left side of the table, or on the right side of the table. We could also use this with another place. For example, super. If it's in front, we say mae. Super no mae. Or super no shiro. On the back. Super no naka. Inside. Super no soto. Outside. Or super no tonari. Beside. Or right next to. For example, where are the books? Hon wa doko desu ka? Or hon wa doko ni arimasu ka? The books are on top of the table, or on top of the table. Our topic is hon wa teburu no ue. So, teburu no, tables above. Teburu no ue, on top of the table. And then にあります。本はテーブルの上にあります。Another example. Where is your husband? ご主人はどこにいますか? You can drop the topic and just say inside of the supermarket. Or スーパーの中。スーパーの中です。or にいます。スーパーの中にいます。Next is another way of connecting nouns using や and など。For example, en や en など。や means such as or things like that. など also means things like that or etc. or so on, but it is added mainly to wrap things up. Let's take a look at this example. There is a bed, table, and the like in the room. 部屋にベッドやテーブルがあります。So, や here means and the like. So, it is not limited to the bed and table. There could be some chairs and other things. 部屋にベッドやテーブルがあります。I bought vegetables, fruits, and so on, or etc. 私は or you can omit 私は and just say 野菜や果物などを買いました。野菜や果物 so や and the like など and so on, etc. を買いました。So you can add など or you can omit it, but など is mainly for wrapping things up, and so on. In this example, we omitted wa because we already know the topic, which is I. So, another example to point out the difference between wa and ga is if you want to say, it is I who bought the vegetables, fruits, and so on. So here you are pointing out that, hey, I am the one who bought the vegetables, fruits, and so on. So you can say, 私がほにゃら or blah blah blah. 私が野菜や果物などを買いました。I am the one who bought the vegetables, fruits, and so on. Next is how to confirm something. We can use noun followed by ですか to confirm an information. In the past lessons, we've learned how to say んですね, which is and right or it's and right. Here, we can use ですか to confirm the information. For example, in this conversation, excuse me, where is Yodobashi Camera? Yodobashi Camera is a major store that sells electronics, computers, and cameras. So let's translate this into Japanese. Excuse me, すみません。ヨドバシカメラはどこですか? すみません。ヨドバシカメラはどこですか? The other person will confirm the information. ヨドバシカメラ or ヨドバシカメラですか? It's the building in front of the station. 駅の前のビルです。駅の前 in front of the station's building ビル It's the building in front of the station 駅の前のビルです。And lastly, how to inquire about something or how to ask, do you have blank? By using はありませんか? So this is different from do you have or はありますか? Which is directly saying do you have blank. Here, when we go to a shop and we want to ask if they have something that we're looking for, it is more polite to use the negative form, which is はありませんか? Because we are being indirect or we are prepared to have a negative answer. So this is just like the phrase we've learned in lesson 6, which is 一緒に verb ませんか? Won't you do something with me? For example, won't you drink some beer with me? 一緒にビールを飲みませんか? So, let's take a look at this conversation. So, for example, you arrived at the Yodobashi camera and you want to look for the memory cards. You can ask someone in there, "Excuse me, do you have memory cards?" すみません、メモリカードはありませんか? Do you have memory cards? So the other person might answer, "Oh yes, they're on the third floor." はい、3階にあります。Okay, now time to review what we've learned today. The first one is saying that there is noun, such as person, animal, in a position or in a place. So we use position ni person or animal ga imasu. For example, あそこに男の人がいます。あそこに犬がいます。あそこにマリアさんがいます。Or to ask the question, あそこに誰がいますか? Another is how to say that there is noun, which is a thing or a place in a position, by saying position ni thing, place があります。For example, あそこにテレビがあります。あそこに大きい窓があります。あそこに喫茶店があります。And to ask the question, あそこに何がありますか? Next is saying that noun is in a noun's position. Noun の position に noun があります。For example, テーブルの上に本があります。or テーブルの下に本があります。テーブルの右に本があります。テーブルの左に本があります。Next, and, which is a person or an animal, is in a place. So we have our noun は place にいます。For example, ガルシアさんは事務所にいます。ガルシアさんは部屋にいます。or スパの中にいます。And to ask the question, 誰々さんはどこにいますか? or ガルシアさんはどこにいますか? Next is noun, which is a thing or a place, is in a place. Noun は place にあります。For example, 喫茶店はスーパーの隣にあります。or 喫茶店は2階にあります。喫茶店はあそこにあります。or to ask the question, どこにありますか? or 喫茶店はどこにありますか? And lastly, it's time for our conversation practice. See if you can answer in Japanese. Our first question, 今どこにいますか? 隣に誰がいますか? テーブルの上に何がありますか? うちの近くにスーパーがありますか? 家族はどこにいますか? Okay, so that's it for today's lesson. If you have any questions or clarifications, please leave them in the comment section below. For our next lesson, we will learn about counters and how to count different things in Japanese. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Mata ne!